Hi everyone, this is SEANNA TV.
We are back today to review IU's new album, The Winning.
The first song is Shopper.
For my album review notes, I kind of thought about the narrative that she's telling, the story she's telling with each of these songs in this album. I think this song is about her desires and finding what she wants in life. Contrary to how the lyrics sound, it is not just a capitalist, let's go buy everything and haul all the stuff type song. It's more about like finding what you want out of life, which sounds easy, but I feel like for women in society, we are told a lot of times what we should want. So it's really refreshing to see this solo female singer talking about what she wants in life and going after it. Some people were talking about similarities with the lyrics in Palette. In this song, she mentioned Sunset Palette. And she also mentions a densely filled wish list. So again, it's about her desires. And then in Palette, the song that came out when she was 25, she says, like the full palette of who she wants to be, her options at that time. So I thought it was really nice to contrast those two songs. 23 was about like all her questions and her not knowing what she wants or who she is. 25 was the juxtaposition of that, where she was like, now I know what I like.
Yeah, kind of figuring out.
Yeah, I like short hair, I like purple more than pink. I'm not that little girl anymore. And I feel like this song is like her settling into that even more. So it makes sense to reference Palette.
There's some lines that I wrote down. So like in Lilac, she showed how excited she was to enter her 30s with more control. And this song, as one of the titles, it goes even beyond that. She wants even more. There's no enough. Like, I'm gonna go further, like go beyond of that. This is her like kind of first global release. This perfectly shows how she wants to get more outside just the Korean market by breaking out of her comfort zone. But then also like it kind of shows her nervousness a little bit. Like it almost feels like a little bit of anxiety in there because she says, time is ticking, you know, like I have to hurry up and then like haul everything. I love how she's ambitious, but I also care about her mental health and like control over her long-time career. I hope she doesn't enter thought of now that I realize there's more I don't have time.
Right.
욕심 is good when it comes to like career development and all that. I want her to have 욕심 for her career, but I hope she finds like her safe boundaries in the global market as well. And good rhyming. Let's go haul, look around. It's not exactly rhyme.
This is something I kind of wanted to touch on. It's really...
It's Korean style
Yes,
rhyming.
really expanding the boundaries of what a rhyme is.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a lot of the rhymes will sound a little bit closer if you pronounce them in Korean.
She says like show and sure. In English, I don't think it actually rhymes.
Right.
But
they sound similar.
yeah, she deliberately makes that sound to kind of make it rhyme. I'm happy that she's entering in her 30s with this album, showing like very upfront about what I want to do, what I want, and then I'm gonna make that happen kind of attitude.
The next song is Holssi.
This song reminded me of Pippi because of how she raps. Like she uses those like up and down tone. Yeah. And then it also reminded me of Flu because of the instrument set. Holssi actually means spores in Korean. But majority of Koreans think of those like puffy dandelion seeds.
I've learned more about how dandelions work in the last week than I ever knew.
The visual is like that, but then the song itself and instrument set did remind me of sport because it's like, you know, like it's kind of like mushroom
Mutating.
fungus, spore flying, and then the like the dance and all that, And apparently it wasn't her first time mentioning dandelions. In Strawberry Moon, she says, also about like flying around. Oh yeah. And the part where she goes, in one of her interviews, she talks about how she now thinks that everyone doesn't have to bloom like flower, but she thinks just floating like spores is an okay thing. Because life is a journey. You can explore forever. And
you don't bloom once and it's over.
Yeah.
And also, like, everyone's definition of, like, your life being successful is so different.
Yeah.
You can just float along and that's a successful life, too.
Yeah, exactly. I think it shows very well in the music video. In the Shopper music video, she has the piñata that is flour, and then she uses her bat to break it, and I think it kind of reflects this Holssi moment.
Oh yeah, she breaks the flower, and then instead of blooming, it falls into the different candy pieces.
Yeah.
So it's like
spores.
Yeah.
She mentions telling everyone like you have your control. No one else can tell you what to do.
Following the narrative of the album, in the first song in Shopper, she is thinking about what she wants. Now she's decided, I just want to be a tiny leader and float around in the sky. I don't need to bloom. The order of those songs matched really well, the concept that she's putting out there. And I thought it was really cool how the structure of the song reflects how she has decided she's just gonna float off on her own. Most songs usually have like verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. This song has, the outro is not the final chorus, it's the verse again. So I thought that was a cool way to kind of break the status quo and be like, I'm a little bit different. I don't have to be the flower that the idol industry was trying to make me into. Like, I'm just gonna do my own thing.
So it's not like ending.
Yeah.
There's like continuation.
Right, it's like continuing. And also the lyrics are completely different in that last verse. And in the music video, that part is the only part that has different lighting. Everything else is during the day, and then that last outro verse is during sunset.
Dusk.
So it really like sets the tone for the different part of the song.
And the next song is
So in Shopper, she was thinking about what she wanted. Holssi, she is saying, this is what I know I want to do. And now she's like reflecting on her career and all the women that came before her and all the friendships and the relationships that she's had. I think this song is about how, as women, but also just like as humans, we have these shared experiences, but we'll never fully understand what it's like to be in another person's shoes. Yeah, I think that's what this song is about. For my analysis, I didn't want to think about the music video at all. I was just looking at the lyrics. One thing I really love about this song is that it's really open-ended. It can be about so many different things, except it's very clear that it's about womanhood. I really like that it's so open-ended because the best art is something that makes you feel really connected to it. There has to be some structure, but the more open-ended it is, the more likely it is that more people can connect with it. So I thought it was a very deliberate choice that she used, like, it's not about F, it's not about L. If she wanted to be clear about what F and L were, she would have used a full word. That has given way to all of these different interpretations and fan theories, even just in our comment section. I love them all. It's not like just because IU had this one vision of what it meant that that's the correct answer. Every interpretation has its own value because it means something to you and your experience. I just felt like this song was like true art in that sense. In terms of the sound in the song, I love how the melodies and the lyrics change with every verse. The only part that's consistent is the second half of the chorus. That's the only part that's the same. Everything else changes. So it felt like each singer's making their own melody, telling their own story instead of like singing what was given to them. So I thought that was really well done. And I love how IU's voice weaves throughout the song even while the other singers are singing. You can hear her voice in the chorus. I also love the singer choices because Hane's voice sounds like brighter toned IU, younger IU. Not just because she's also young, but she just has that vocal quality. And then Jongwon-sun has a really dark voice, and IU sings like that when she's doing these more like jazzy R&B type songs. Those three just sounded they just like matched so well. Patty Kim's outro, I felt like really illustrated the theme that I talked about at the beginning because she says, 모두가 다 아는 그러나 또 모르는. This is a story that everyone and no one knows. We as people and as women all have these shared experiences, but we'll also never exactly understand what someone else is going through. So I thought it was a really cool idea to make that into a song concept. Makes me proud to be a woman.
First of all, the song title is in Korean, you can pronounce it as she with the vowel. It's just how it's written. Women is also she, written the same way. I liked how clever this is. They use that sound with the she because it's also
a pun.
Yeah, talking about how nobody talks about it, but everyone knows about it. It's a shared secret, shared experience between a lot of people. So
of patriarchy.
Good job. And the song starts with "It's not about F, not about L." She never reveals what it is. Later, Jowon-sun's part is "It's all about F and all about L." While not revealing it, it still grabs your attention. Like you want to focus on, so what is F and L? Now they're saying it's all about them. So what is it? It's a really interesting way of like grabbing attention and then take lead to the story throughout the song. I can't not mention about the singers. They're all like powerful women singer, public figure. And then it's really nice to see them all in the same place, singing, storytelling.
The Avengers of music. Most ambitious crossover.
Yeah, and then what's even cooler is each of them have their parts, and then each story represents that part. So Hain, her age, and then like IU, and then Jowon-sun, and then Patty Kim at the end. It all has the places of their age, their perspective, storytelling. It's really genius how they made it. And on top of that, in music video, Tangwei is also a very famous public figure. She has built her own area of expertise, and then she's starring in that music video. It completes the music. And I mentioned there's only one part that overlaps. It's interesting because
the lyrics there.
I know.
Oh, I just got goosebumps. I wasn't even thinking about it.
They go like, it's not about F, not about L, and it's all about F, all about F. They're saying different things, but they also say they both sing special we are.
And they both sing 서로를 이어. We're
Yeah.
all connected.
Yeah.
That's the only part that's the same.
I know.
Oh,
So I love
sorry.
how the contrast is there is contrast, but then there's still shared experience. You like it? It's pointing out everyone's story is like valid and real. Yeah.
I don't know why that makes me want to cry. The next song is Love Wins All.
Dearest darling, my universe, 날 데려가 줄래? 나의 가난한 상상력으론 떠올릴 수 없는 곳으로.
This song's been out for quite a while now.
A month.
Yeah, I think this is more like a little bit separated from the album, I guess. This is one of the two songs that are not really connected, I think. So the first three songs talk about like personal growth, shared experience, and all that. This one is like a little bit outside my personal human growth. They talk more about love. It's just in the air, kind of.
Love is in the air.
And it's cool to have a reminder like this because like many artists in Korea or many artists in the world talked about, love doesn't have forms. It doesn't have a specific form, so it could be love between people, friends, you know, like pets, whatever. It's a powerful energy needed for a world like this. And I really appreciate her effort to write this and then include it in the album.
I worked quite hard to fit this song into the narrative of the album. This is what I came up with. In Shopper, we found what we want. And then with Holssi, who we want to become. And then with the shared understanding of womanhood. Now, she's in love. Let's run on from people who might bring us down because our love is the most important.
Yeah, I guess if you put it that way.
It kind of works.
Yeah, it works.
Listen till the end when I say this because I do love this song. This is a very basic song in terms of the key. It's in the key of C, which is like the starting do note. And the chord progression is really standard. It's C, A minor, F, G. I can play it on guitar and I started learning last month. And the structure of the song is also very standard. It's verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. But I think there's really a value in making something that's familiar and comfortable and making that so beautiful. One of my favorite chord progressions is this. And like every song that sounds like this, I will like it. I think that's a really nice thing. It's a comforting thing. What I took away from this song, like the part that I personally identified with was the bridge and final chorus. In the bridge, she says,
산산이 나를 도망쳐 너와 슬퍼지고 싶어 my lover.
which I thought was really beautiful. Being sad is not fun. It sucks, but it's still a little bit better if you're with people you love. And then in the final chorus,
빌어내겠어 도망쳐 나와 저 끝까지 가줘 my lover. 일부러 나란히 기대는 우리 두 사람.
which reminded me of something that I think about a lot. We all have this shared experience, this shared fear of losing our loved ones, because I don't mean this to be depressing, but we all know that our lives are going to come to an end someday. In our day-to-day lives, we don't think about that so much, but knowing that, having that awareness in everything we do really makes every moment more special.
Yeah.
So I felt like that's what this song is about. And the music video too. There's some end, the box is coming for us.
The cube is coming.
The cube is following us at all times, but at least we're together. Even though it's basic, it's really beautiful. It like really builds on that basic comforting sound.
Yeah, it's
So
about
I really like
delivery.
that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last song.
And the last song of the album is I Stand You. 관객이 될게.
사소한 틈새 원밀리 그게 널 다르게 만들지
We are reaching the end of this album story. She found what she wants, who she wants to be, reflects on her past experiences, has found the person she wants to be with, the reason she does all this. And now she's thanking us for following her on this journey of her life and her career.
Wow. That's great.
Thank you. There might be other songs like this, but I feel like this is one of very few songs where the lyrics have both the Korean title and the English title. We come from an era when songs did not have official translations. I really felt how this album was made with a global audience in mind. The Korean title is right before the chorus starts. And then the English title is at the end of the chorus. It's like built into the song. Again, I'm sorry global means using English, but that is how it is. As someone who speaks both English and Korean, it's nice. So the beginning of the chorus, the first line is, and then she has another line. Like she's putting the translation into the song. It's so cool. I don't really think I've seen that, or I wasn't paying attention to it, but IU has had so many beautiful songs that are only in Korean, really mindfully crafted Korean poems.
Yeah.
As a Uaena that's been following her career for 14 years, this is wild to me that the English translation is built into the lyrics. I know I've said it 100 times, but I think it's really cool. I loved how she used the word standing and stunning to kind of, again, another kind of rhyme. And I just personally really love the word stunning. To stun someone is like to freeze, like you're stuck in place. This word means you're so beautiful that I'm frozen. I can't think about anything else. And then she says the word so many times and I'm like, thank you, thank you. Yeah, like you're so lovely and beautiful that I can't move or think about anything but you. It's just really nice to hear that from IU about her Uaenas. The very last section of the song, she says, it's like after she's shown us this journey of her growth, her career, her life, she's sending us off to find our own victories, our own version of success. It's just really sweet, and I'm so excited to sing this with her at the concert.
It's gonna happen.
We haven't got tickets or anything, but we're
They
going.
didn't even announce it.
No.
One thing I noticed about this song, she could have really show off her skills and then like just do all the high notes and everything, but she like controls it very patiently. And then instead of doing this, she wants to be the audience instead of the main singer. This is the place for you to shine, Uaenas, not me.
When the very first listen, which we recorded, Sean and I were like, okay, the high note is coming. The bell,
But no.
I'm waiting for a bell. Okay, it didn't go as high as I hoped. That's okay. Oh, there it is. But it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But I like that.
She's more than capable of doing that.
Right.
But she did it. If you're watching this video, 혹시 이 영상을 보고 계시다면 당근과 함께 좋은 메시지를 남겨주세요.
당근과 함께? Okay.
Yeah. I just realized that there's part where she goes, and then later she goes,
Aww.
so
We're trusting
it's
each other.
yeah, trusting each other. So she trusts Uaena's support, so she wants to give back the same, trust. She uses a lot of like words that are contrast in each other. Those words are all like
Juxtaposition.
yeah, it shows her support toward Uaena's regardless who we are. Like I don't care if you're the opposite of me. Like I still trust you. I support you. So I think this song ends with those messages. Like as long as I trust you, I know you will trust me. That's why I wanna stand you while you stand me. So pretty good relationship. This is I think the ultimate relationship goal for anyone. Trusting each other is really difficult, but if it's done well, it doesn't matter what that person is doing or I am doing. I know I will be understood, and I know I will understand that person. So what did you think about the overall theme of the album?
I was reflecting on her whole career and thinking about how she went from teeny bopper, cheerful sounds like Boo and Marshmallow to when she started writing her own music, it was pretty melancholy. It was a little bit darker than what she had done before. And she was kind of going through a harder time back then. And then now she's like circled back to the cheerful tone, but it's more in her style and really true to herself. I didn't get that melancholy tone from any of these songs. As someone she's still my 언니, she's 1 year older, but we're always around the same age, and it's so nice to have these songs that really illustrate a lot of how I feel in each life stage. So it's really nice.
She can share this kind of things because she trusts you.
Aww, 언니. Usually at this point we like reveal our favorite songs on the album, but I cannot pick a favorite because they're all so different and they're so her.
Yeah, this is the point I wanted to talk about. She writes Korean lyrics very well. She's known for her like beautiful writing style.
Really poetic. Yeah.
Poetic and somewhat hard to understand. But this album, she went full out using English a lot and while still using some Korean words. I hope she continues this trend because Korean is becoming more and more popular choice of, foreign language to learn. And her songs and intention will be accepted more and more if she does this more. Maybe she felt she couldn't really deliver this message in English or other languages before. But now she kind of proved that there are other ways to deliver the same message beautifully. I really want to see this kind of things more. Obviously, if she wants to write only in Korean, that's fine too. Like she does that very well. And I'm Korean, fortunately, to be able to understand those kind of lyrics.
I still don't understand
가슴이
a lot of.
웅장해 된다. This album is a perfect balance of her own story and her fans and her own ambition and the trust she gives to the fan. Really well positioned in the order of how it's structured. Lastly, super excited about her career in her 30s, maybe 40s, 50s as a singer, as an artist, as an actress.
Thank you for watching, everyone. We hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.